Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, wherever you're tuning in from. This is the BS Buddies podcast. I'm Joe. That's Ian. Podcast where we BS about a lot of random things. Our more recent episodes are making the worst restaurant ever, talking about some high school baseball stories, and some other wacky topics. Today, we are going to run it back with one of our earlier episodes and make a part two. We're going to make up some bad superpowers on the spot tonight. And
Just putting this out there, I think we should turn this into like a series. Just every once in a while do a bad superpowers, because honestly, this is one of those ideas you can just keep coming up with some goofy stuff.
Very true. I have one that I thought of right before we started recording, so I didn't have just nothing. But Ian, you said you were writing down some ideas, and I'd like to hear one of yours first.
All right, so I'm kind of last time we had the pinky finger that dispenses toothpaste. This time I want to change that up. Your pinky finger dispenses tap water.
That'd come in handy. Way more
It
than.
would it would come in handy, but off the top of your head, you wouldn't think you just. And like it's not like a lot, and you can't really change the pressure. It's just like a little.
Like
Like
a
it'd be
little
enough to
stream.
fill up. Yeah, it's a little stream. It's enough to fill up a cup to take a drink, but realistically, you probably can't do much else with it besides annoy some people.
Is the water soft? Or is
Yeah.
it hard water? Soft water?
Hard water taking all the minerals out of your body.
It's like you have to take a tablespoon of salt just to get
You
it
have to
to
take like
not be so hard.
magnesium and like iron citrate supplements because it drains your body. That would be the absolute worst superpower. That'd be more like an
I think we
illness.
gotta add it as the caveat to make it just annoying.
You have to take supplements like iron and magnesium and all them. You got to take supplements because it drains your body.
I like it.
All right, I'll take that one. That's a good number one for a starting contender. I got a much better one for the second one that you'll like. But you know what? You go ahead, Joel.
Okay, with the only one I have in mind, I still gotta figure out some. We're gonna go with spider powers, like Spider Man, but you can shoot webs. You can. You can swing from buildings if you want. But the webs only shoot out of your left big toe. That's the only place. Not on your right big toe, on your left. Only
Oh,
place. And you cannot be wearing shoes and socks when using this.
oh God! Just like the visual that is happening in my mind right now is not pleasant, and it's making me just. Ugh.
Tell me what you're thinking.
Can you imagine like you have like your Spider-Man getup or whatever, or your little outfit that you're going with, but instead of like a shoe or just like your bodysuit or whatever, it's just like this solid boot that has a little barrel that sticks out where your toe is at. So you have to like lock it in, and then that's how you can like aim it and take the shock of swinging on that stupid web. And then, oh, the thought of just like your big toe. See, I remember in the movies, right? It was like a little webbing that like formed on his wrist or whatever and then shot out. But
Yeah.
like this visual I'm getting is just like a hole in the end of your toe, just
Yep. That's
like
pretty
a
much how I
like
intend it.
like a fishing rod, just
I just imagine whoever has this power has to be super good at swinging because you can't use your right foot, only your left. If you want to swing building to building, you're going to have a
you
rough
have
time.
you have to backflip. Like every time you'd swing, you would have to backflip to bring your foot around and then aim it at the next building. I'm trying to think how that would work in terms of like the physics. Like that would be the most unhinged way to swing through a city.
Just just imagine like picture Spider-Man going through a city, okay? And then you go to this power and it's just a guy in a t-shirt and jeans doing it upside down, just
I like to
swinging
ima-
through.
I like to imagine, just for the sake of my amusement, that he just lets the rest of his body go limp. So
That's
like his
exactly
arms
how
are
I was
just
thinking.
flapping in the wind. And he just swings by. Hey, as he like shoots off, and you, what the fuck? His arms are just out. He just happens to catch like a hot dog off a stand as he goes by. He's like, "Thanks." He's just eating it. His legs doing all the work. That'd be
uh,
traumatizing to see. That'd be horrific.
what's your next power?
Okay. This next one is a it's dastardly. Oh, it's dastardly. All right. So you have the ability to flip a coin and perfectly guess the outcome of that coin flip every single time, but only when nobody else is looking. Oh my god.
If a tree falls in the forest, does it make a sound? The superpower.
Oh my god, it's the best party trick ever. Guys, I can predict what this quarter will land when I flip it. But none of you can look. Oh, fuck off, Robert. Nobody believes your bullshit. No, guys, I'm serious.
Uh,
Oh, I'll
that's got
admit.
to be off. Yeah, that's really bad.
Oh man.
Okay. If you know me, I like I love baseball, and I thought of a baseball superpower. You can hit a home run whenever you hit a baseball. But as soon as you pick up a bat, you have the worst depth perception of anyone living.
That man doesn't need glasses. He needs binoculars. Just standing at the plate like, oh God. How far away is he? God, he looks like he's halfway across the field. Strike. Holy shit, when did he get that in there? Just he's like looking cross-eyed. When was there four of you? Just
Because I just picture it. It's like, well, I can't see anyway. I'm just going to randomly swing. And then just that one time just crushes like a 600-foot home run. Just off sheer chance.
dude, I'm I'm imagining like some video game logic where no matter where the ball hits the bat, it's always a home run. So they look at like the replay and the ball like just barely skips off the top of the bat and then like 180s and flies the other direction and they're like, how in the that doesn't make any sense, Robert. Look at the ball barely touched the top of the bat and it's gone. I don't know, Rick. I don't know what happened here. I think we're witnessing a miracle. And what did I do? And drop the bat. Oh my god, I can see.
I also picture, like, because sometimes when the catcher throws back to the pitcher, they accidentally hit the bat of the batter. It's like throws it off the bat and just gets launched.
Is the caveat that anytime your bat touches a baseball, it will fly home run distance
Yes.
minimum?
Yes. Major league home run. So at least like 415 feet.
Someone's like, hey, you're just like having to practice. He's like leaning against the bat. Someone's like, hey man, think fast, and like tosses a ball at him, and he like misses it, hits the bat, and fucking launches. What in the hell was that? Uh, lucky hit. Just
Yeah, and then there's sometimes when the batter like ducks out of the way and it hits the knob of the bat.
can you imagine? Can you imagine not knowing about that side effect the first time you go in for a bunt? Like, dude, you'd come in, you're like, I'm gonna get it. Crack. Whoosh, gone. Everyone would stand there. It'd be like what was that movie with the kid who could pitch
Rookie of the
really
year.
good? Yes. Rookie of the year. Dude, the entire field, the whole stadium would stop and look at you. What the hell was that? Oh, that'd be amazing. Oh God. Now I need to think. It's my turn to think of another power now.
I thought you wrote a lot down. Or did you
I
write down two?
I wrote down two, and then you asked me if I was writing down the other topics, and I got distracted and I stopped writing down superpower. Okay, it's okay. I've got some tape here in front of me. I think I can get some inspiration from this. What if I'm gonna say, just thinking about Spider-Man again. Instead of web, when you do the little wrist shooty action, it dispenses masking tape. Nothing else. There's nothing else to your power other than you can shoot tape from your wrist.
So,
Kind of a
question.
My Hero ripoff, if I'm being completely honest. Now that I think about
Question.
it. Yes.
Is it only strips? Or is it like you can go as far as you want? Or is it like
Oh no,
three
yeah.
inch strips?
You can just keep running that bad boy.
Okay. It's
We'll
not
say
terrible.
we'll say you have a limit of like 50 feet a day, but you can get more if you train it. How you train it, I don't know. You'd have to have this power and figure that out for yourself, unless you have some ideas.
I don't think I should say the ideas.
No,
Like, and is it like the clear scotch tape? Or is it
no,
a,
like literally
okay,
like this,
little
masking
heavier?
tape.
Okay.
This is
Just
this for understanding. This is used for like painting and such because it doesn't like when it sticks to things, it doesn't like peel the material off the back. So it's not like particular. It's stronger than Scotch tape for sure, but it's not particularly strong. It's like a half step up from Scotch tape.
okay. Um I just thought of another random question for it. Can you change the color of it or is it just like tan?
Say you can change the color. You know what? Why not? We'll throw that in there. Just because it's a little bland. You want to be able to change the color. I'll
It
allow that.
it's bad enough as it is as a superpower like
You can just make it red. Hey guys, you need some red tape? There you go. If you have any I burped. Yeah, I'm sorry. If you have any extra, it's such a stupid side effect. So if you have any extra, like wherever you tear it off, like let's say you still have like an inch of it sticking out, if you have extra, you can't pull it back in. You just have to fold it over and it sits like a stupid little tag on your wrist. That's just fair. I, uh, just to be stupid, just because I feel like it.
I got a really bad one. It's great, but the chance of getting it right is not. You can
Ideal.
regrow limbs, yours or someone else's. But if you guess too short, you can't fix it. It's just gonna be short forever. Like you did your best. If it's perfect, then great. Like you're good. But if it goes past, and I don't, we can discuss how this works. If it goes past a certain point, it won't stop growing.
Oh my god, that is horrifying.
So then you have to amputate, and then you cannot fix it again.
Okay. So I guess presupposing on the science of how you do this regeneration, is it like a magic ability?
Yeah,
You,
like a
you
magic.
okay. Now that being said, is it is it one of those situations where like when you put your hand on them, the arm immediately starts healing, and then when it just gets to a certain point, you have to like stop and pull your hand away? Is that what
Yes.
you're thinking? Okay. Okay, so now I got you what you need if you guess too short. You get one chance. It's like them arcade games where you gotta stop the light in the dead
Yep.
center of your
Yep.
little deal.
It's
Oh my
like
god.
it's like
You're like, go,
someone
go, go.
you're in the process of it and someone like just starts getting their fingers and then you get pulled away by someone so they don't have like fingernails or like any knuckles. It's just here
It's just nubs.
just because someone pulled you off.
I mean, hey, at least you got a arm back. Like, they can make fingers for you. You still got the muscle and everything for it. Better that than no arm at all.
I suppose. I guess it's a better superpower than not. But yeah, if you just hang on for just that little while longer, then the most horrific thing happens.
It won't stop. Hang on. I'll fix this. Oh man. I suppose though after a while you might have a few incidents that you have to deal with. But if you got real good at it, you just grow, 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 and stop. Perfect. All right, you're good to go. On your way. Away you go. Have fun with it, champ.
I'm going to add another caveat. Y- Only one person can get fixed once. So, if you have like a double amputee, they have to pick.
So it's like Spider-Man from Family Guy. Everybody gets one.
I just
We're
wanted to make
relating
it
this
just a
to
little
Spider-Man
worse.
again. All right, that's fair. That's fair.
Because it's.
Lieutenant Dan, you better choose one because you ain't getting the other. Oh man.
Ian,
Oh boy. Okay. So now it's my turn. So I gotta think. What would be a terrible superpower? Hmm. I like to look around my room for
I'm also doing
inspiration
the same exact thing.
because I can
I
always.
have an idea churning. I just got to finish it.
Ooh. I don't know if I. Hmm.
I got one. I can
It's
say mine
it's
otherwise.
it's okay. See, the problem is that I have an idea in mind, but it's Spider-Man related again. Is the problem? It's Spider-Man related. I don't know if I'm just like priming myself to think that way, or if this just happens to be one of those stupid scenarios. You have the power to stick to any surface, like Spider-Man climbing walls, with the grip strength of Velcro.
How
So like you
strong
can
is the Velcro?
I'm talking like imagine metaphorically your fingers are the Velcro hooks and the wall is the Velcro patch, right? Your grip is only as strong as how much of those little hooks that you can attach on there at once. So if you're trying to do that cool climb with your fingers thing, that ain't gonna happen, man. You gotta like just, and then you know what? As a side effect of this superpower, you have to peel yourself off with the same viscosity. So if you think that you're just gonna like run and jump at a wall and like face plant on the wall and stick and climb there, no, it's work to peel yourself off of the wall. That
That
made no
sounds
sense,
awful.
but that made no sense, but you know what I mean. Here, let me get. I
That
have
made
this
no
little.
sense, but you made sense of it, is what I got out of that sentence.
I tried. Hang on, my mind's going too fast because here's what I looked at. Right, I have these stupid little Velcro pads, for, like attaching things to. Like
Other
I have
things.
my hard drive is Velcroed to the side of my Xbox, so I can take it off if I need to, but I can stick it on there and keep it with it. And I just thought of that. I thought, what if you had the ability to like stick to a wall, but only with the power of Velcro? So, like you'd have to like clap your whole hand on the wall, pry yourself up, and then peel your hand off and slap it up higher to
So
climb. It's
so it's
not
like
all
a
cool and
slower
fancy.
slower Spider-Man climbing power.
Yes.
You got to work for it. Get
You have the potential to fall. If you slip, there's no like grabbing on and holding yourself. It will act like Velcro. You'll just slide down with a lot of friction.
anything else on the Velcro power?
No, I got nothing,
Okay.
man. I'm
I
running
got
out of ideas.
I got for sure one more, and I also looked around the room. And then I thought of video games. Like, hey, this would be a cool power. How can I make it worse? You can transform into any object you want for 15 seconds, once per day. And if you hide under something and the time runs out, your person stands up and is stuck inside that object at no pain, but you have to wait a full day until you get your power back to get unstuck.
Are you telling me
Prop hunt.
you just Gmod no clip into the fucking coffee table? Oh, I'll hide under here as a pop can. Poof. And my legs are stuck.
Yes.
All right. You don't have any idea how big of a medical emergency that would
That's why I said,
constitute.
like, no pain. Like, we got to make it a superpower. Like,
No
you.
pain for you, but anybody who witnessed that would probably vomit, immediately run away screaming, and you would have an ambulance at your location in no less than 5 minutes with like saws and whatever else to cut you out and be like, we're gonna take you to a hospital and amputate.
It's like,
You're going,
guys,
no,
no.
just wait 24 hours.
Guys, I swear. It's not what it looks like. Just give me till tomorrow at this time and I'll be just fine.
Please promise me you will leave me in this hospital bed for 24 hours. Sir, we need to operate immediately. No, goddamn it. I did this to myself. I can get out. Just give me a minute.
It's like they have to, like, they get another ER thing and it's like, okay, you seem stable. We'll trust you for a little bit. And then they just kind of forget and it's like, he's stable. We got other things. And then they come in at a certain time the next day and you become the hospital bed. And
You're
then,
a
like,
you're a hospital bed on top of a hospital bed, just double stacked. And they walk in. What the actual? What happened here? And then you turn back into yourself and pop on the bed. They'd be like, I don't know what you are, but you need to get away from me.
that'll be $5,000, please.
As they're running away, oh, just running down the hallway.
I also pictured, like, transform into something to get unstuck and is on top of the bed. A nurse walks by, glances in, passes a door, stops, walks back, looks in, and just sees a person. It's like, I've worked too many overnights this week. I gotta ask for some time off.
I've pulled too many doubles. I gotta stop drinking all that monster caffeine coffee Java thing. Holy moly. Cause someone to doubt themselves, doubt their very existence. What did I just see? All right. I think I've got one more good one. I'm trying to think of what to apply it to. And when you hear it, you'll understand what I mean by that.
I'm coming up with one. We'll do one more each.
Okay. You can
If it's
correctly eyeball the God. How would I apply this? How what would I apply this to?
oh no, I don't like how much you're silently laughing.
You can just from a single glance at a shoe, you can eyeball exactly the length of lace you would need to tie it up and perfectly tie a knot. From a glance. You don't even like you could look at a shoe and be like, ah, that needs 75 inches. How would I know that? which by the way is a lot of blade. Ah, yeah, that needs 30 inch. What? How did I? What?
Um,
It's.
you know
Do you see what I mean now?
why
When
I'm
I said I was
laughing
trying to
so
figure
hard
out how to
is,
apply that,
have you ever bought shoelaces before?
I have.
Okay, for anyone who hasn't, it literally says like, oh, there's this many. I don't know what the
If there's this many
holes,
by
eyelets.
this size,
Yes, that's all it is. It's like,
you have 4 rings on each side of the tongue of your shoe by a 45-inch lace. But nah, you don't need that. You can just eyeball it,
you
and
could
you
just
got it
send
down pat.
pictures to the guy down the street who could just tell you.
That would. That's such a useless application. Oh dang it! The lace on my boot broke. Yeah, you need a 50-incher. How did you? What? I could just tell. Are you sure? And then, like however many days later, the guy goes and buys his laces, pulls them through. Son of a bitch, he was right.
Turns out
Oh
he was just a
man.
regular old cobbler, and that was just his life job, and he memorized all the.
He memorized the patterns. It wasn't a superpower at all. He was just really good at making shoes.
I got another bad one to end it off. You can transform your fingers into pencils. So, don't worry, there's a kicker. It's irreversible as soon as you do it.
Oh my god.
But you can pick your finger. Like if you just want like your right pinky to be your pencil forever, you can never change it back, but you will have it.
Does it wear out? Does
That's
it
what I'm
does it
trying to think of and if I want to get graphic with it or not.
Dude, you'd have to eventually use up all of your fingers if you wanted to use that would.
I also thought about like sharpening. If it snaps, does it hurt you if you stick your finger in a pencil sharpener?
We say no for the simple fact that I don't want it to. That puts a
Okay.
very horrifically graphic.
It feels like a
Excuse me.
tattoo. It feels like a tattoo when you do it. So a
I
little bit of
accept.
pain.
Can you imagine how horrific that would be? Hey, excuse me for a minute, Bob. Just screams into his pencil sharpener as he's grinding his finger. Hmm. What was that document you needed me to sign? I don't think I need you to sign it anymore.
I think you've been relieved of your duties here, sir.
Get out. You're fired. Oh my god, they gave me a head rush. Oh.
Okay. We did this last time too. We won't do a quote for this one, but we will pick which of these bad superpowers we would pick. And I don't remember half of them.
Neither do I now. You know what?
I know which
I
one.
would I would take the flip a coin one. I would take my coin flip one. Because I feel like I want the challenge of figuring out how to make that a beneficial scenario for myself.
I'd take your tap water pinky.
You want the tap water pinky?
Just in
Tap
case
water
I
pinky.
need to survive somewhere for some reason, or it's like going home and it's like, oh, I don't have a water. Oh, yeah. Just.
Yeah, as long as you have your supplements. We'll say that I'll expand on the power. It does not dehydrate you to use it, but it does use up the minerals that are in your body, in your bloodstream. So yeah, that's why you got to take the supplements. Does not dehydrate you, so you can if you were in a desert, you'd be good to go.
Exactly. But I think that about does it for this episode. Thank you for BSing with us today. Subscribe, follow to become a bud today. We will see you next time when we come up with some more bad superpowers if you want to hear some more.
When we've taken a nice, refreshing drink of our pinky tap water. But until then, you just take her easy now.